guys, Robbie Webster here, and today I'm doing a Blu-ray update. I know it's been a really long time since I've done one, and if you've been paying attention to my videos, you know why I've been away for so long. I did a 100-day fast from movies and various other things. My fast is going to be ending on January 8th, I believe. It's either the 8th or the 9th, but I know as soon as it's done, I'm going to watch like a ton of stuff, and I know that I'm going to have so much stuff that I won't be able to fit it in one video. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a Blu-ray update showing some of the stuff that I have here that I saw in the theater or that I saw really recently. I figured since I've already seen it recently enough, I can just get it out of the way and then it'll cut some time out of the future Blu-ray and DVD update at the end of this month. And by the way, stay tuned to the end of the video because there's some really goofy stuff that I did. Basically, whenever I'm trying to set up my camera to get it positioned right, I keep going and sitting in front of it and like playing with the movie to make sure that it looks right on the camera. And this time, for some reason, I was just being stupid, and I watched it back and I thought it was pretty funny. So I guess I'll show myself acting like a fool at the end of this video. So if you want to see that, check it out at the end. But basically, I'll get started here. The first thing I have is Super 8. And this was one of the best movies that came out this summer, in my opinion. I think it was my second favorite behind Hannah. It's awesome. It's directed by J.J. Abrams and produced by Steven Spielberg. It's a movie about these kids that like to make movies. I think it takes place back in the 80s, and they like making movies with their Super 8 camera. They make horror movies and stuff like that, and it's just really, really good. It has a real nostalgic feeling. I think people my age will really connect with it. A lot of people have said that it's like the Goonies meets Cloverfield, and that's kind of true. Yeah, there's basically some alien stuff going on, as you all probably know. But I really like this release. That has a nice slipcover on the outside, and then when you go on the inside, it has the movie poster. And I like how the movie poster has the words going this way, but the actual picture is going that way. So yeah. And here's the slipcover. So yeah, very good movie. If you haven't seen Super 8 yet, I highly recommend it. And just a little kind of a tidbit of information that I probably wasn't going to share, but planning on doing a contest at some point in the next couple of months, and one of the prizes will be a copy of Super 8 on Blu-ray because I have an extra copy. I have several movies. I have multiple copies of them, so I'm going to be giving away some awesome stuff. The next thing I got, this isn't one that I saw in the theater recently, but I watched it right before I started the fast. It's one of my favorite Alfred Hitchcock films, North by Northwest, and while I was on the fast, I still bought some movies. I bought, there was like some good sales on Black Friday on Amazon, and I bought a bunch of these Blu-ray books for like dirt cheap. But this one was one that I had to get. It's just beautiful. Awesome movie. If you look back in my past updates, you can hear me talk about this movie more, but I just wanted to show this. It's got all the pages in it, some awesome artwork, and some awesome tidbits of information in there. But I love Alfred Hitchcock. He's my favorite director, and this is one of his best movies, in my opinion. I know some people don't agree with that, but I think it is. And to each his own. Everyone can have their own opinion. That's perfectly fine. Next thing I got, I've seen these like 1,000 times, so I knew I didn't need to watch them before I showed them in this update, but it's the Jurassic Park Ultimate Trilogy on Blu-ray. This is just an awesome set. I don't know if I would have chosen this packaging for it, but it's just awesome to have Jurassic Park in full high definition. So I'm really happy about it, and it just slides out like this. And then on the inside, it has your disc. Oops, I just dropped the digital copy code. Has your 3 discs. It's kind of similar to Back to the Future, but it has more of the traditional way of keeping the discs. I think that Back to the Future has 6 discs, if I remember correctly. I think it has 6 discs, but I could be wrong. But they're put. Some people don't like the way that they put them in, but I do. I like the way they went in there because they don't fall out. They're a lot more safe that way. And then this front also opens, and it has some awesome artwork in there, and it talks all about all of the extra features that are in the Blu-rays and stuff. So if you go to the store, sorry, I just spit when I was talking. If you go to the store and you're thinking about buying this, you can open it up and see all of the information right inside here before you even buy it. So that's really cool. Actually, I'm not sure. I can't remember if it was sealed on the outside. I don't think it was, though. So you should probably be able to do that. Sorry, I'm like swinging all over the place today. This chair is kind of being weird today. The next thing I got, this is another summer movie that I really enjoyed. It's Cowboys and Aliens. Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford. I think Steven Spielberg produced this too. Who directed this? The guy who directed Iron Man. I'm trying to think of his name. John Favreau. Is it that Favreau guy? Yeah, John Favreau. Yeah, really good movie with Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford. I really love Daniel Craig's character in this. I've really started to like him a lot recently. I think that if they had, like, the first 15 minutes of the movie might as well have just been a regular Western. Like, if they had just continued on and made just a regular Western with none of the science fiction, it still would have been awesome. He was an awesome cowboy. I really loved that. I thought this was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. The next one I got is also another one of my favorite movies from the summer. I didn't know what to think, what to expect going into it, because, I don't know, I just didn't know if it was going to be that great, but I loved it. It's Planet of the Apes, or The Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Freaking awesome movie. Basically shows how it all started, how the whole story it started out, and like the special effects in this are just awesome. They did a great job. This is really like the way that they should do CGI. They knew all the right times to use it with the apes and stuff. It was really good, and I like the artwork on the back cover too. The inside, that's what the DVD looks like on the inside. I like this slipcover. It has a matte finish. I think it's very nice looking. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. The next one I got, this movie I thought was okay. It was just okay, but of course I had to buy it. But it was the Green Lantern, and it has a pretty nice slipcover. One thing I would have changed about this Blu-ray release, other than the fact that it has the eco-friendly case, it has the holes in the case, I would have put it in a green Blu-ray case like The Incredible Hulk. I mean, it's Green Lantern. It should have been in a green case. Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be in a green case, but it wasn't. So maybe I'll try to find an extra green case and put it in it myself. But yeah, I thought this was a good movie. People have been ripping on me because a couple different times I talked about how I wasn't really a big fan of CGI, and they're like, "Oh, how are you gonna do a movie where people are flying in space without CGI? That's the perfect way to do it." That's fine. It's fine when you're showing him flying around. But I mean, even when there was a close-up with him kissing that girl, and you can tell that his suit isn't really there. Like, if it's close up, actually put him in a suit. I don't think he ever wore any suit in the whole movie. There was no suit. It was all 100% CGI. And the mask on his face, can't you just put a real mask there? It would look better, I think. I don't know. It bothered me a little bit that they did that. But it was still a decent movie. I liked it. I didn't have a huge problem. I was able to look past the CGI and just enjoy it as a fun movie. So I don't really have too much to complain about, but that's just some things that I would have changed if I made the movie. But I'm not a filmmaker, so that's not, I guess there's nothing I can do about it. The next one I got, I thought this was also just okay, is Captain America, the First Avenger. And I was so excited about this movie for a while. I remember there was a fake trailer that came out that showed him fighting on D-Day with the other soldiers, and I remember I was tricked by that trailer when it first came out, but then I realized like a couple months later that it was actually a fan-made trailer, and I was kind of disappointed, and none of that ever happened in the movie. Yeah, I was disappointed about a couple of things. I don't know if I should say it because I know some people still haven't seen the movie, but yeah, I was just hoping to see Captain America like kill some Nazis, and you didn't really see that. He mainly fought against another enemy, so I'll just say that. But there was one scene where he battles against Red Skull, and it's awesome. I love it. And if anyone wants to talk to me about this, just send me a message. I don't want to give away too much because it's still a pretty new movie and some people haven't seen it. And I like the way the back cover looks with the shield. There were multiple, there were like 2 or 3 different slip covers for this. I didn't know which one to choose. I kind of like this one the most, mainly because of the back. So yeah, that's why people have different ones. The next one I got, this one I didn't think was as good as the original, but it was okay. I took my little cousins out, and my aunt went with us to see Cars 2. I usually go out to see all the Pixar movies. There's the cover there, and the really cool thing about this movie is that when I pre-ordered it at Best Buy, I got the Steelbook for Cars 2, which is awesome. And this is just an empty case. They don't give you the movie twice, but it has some awesome artwork in there. I just think this case looks so cool. I wish they did this for like every Disney movie. Like I wish I had every Disney movie. They do it for a lot of them. Like I have The Lion King, Toy Story 3, and this, I think. But I like the back cover as well. Has some great artwork on it. So here's what it looks like opened up. Yeah, it was an okay movie. It had some really funny moments, but it wasn't. I didn't like it as much as I liked the original Cars. The original Cars kind of like had that old school Disney feeling where it basically almost made you cry. But the next one I got, this is the first movie I really, well, no, this is the first like big movie that I saw during the summer, and I actually filmed an Around the Town vlog where I went to see this. So I'm gonna leave a link to that so you can check it out if you want to. I really enjoyed doing that Around the Town. But it's the Pirates of the Caribbean 4, I think, on Stranger Tides. There's the cover. Yeah, this one was really good. I wasn't a huge fan of Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and 3, and I thought this one was better than those two. But I still put the original as the best, and I think a lot of people have said the same thing. So if you haven't seen this, and if you like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, but you were kind of disappointed by the other two, I think you'll like this one. And then the last things I got is, since I had that, and I only had Pirates of the Caribbean 1, 2, and 3 on DVD, I decided to go pick up all 3 of the previous parts of the series. So now I have all 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies on Blu-ray, which is cool. I'm happy with them. I really like the way the slipcovers look. I think they did a good job designing these. They have some nice artwork on them. Yeah, so anyways, that's it for this Blu-ray and DVD. Well, it's only a Blu-ray update. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it, and keep in mind that there's going to be a lot of stuff in my next update, and not a whole lot of new releases, because I'm not really buying new releases until I finish watching everything I have. But there are a couple. I'll tell you this right now. The first movie I'm going to watch, once this fast is over, is Larry Crown. I love Tom Hanks. I've been waiting to see that movie for so long. And also, I'm going to take Hannah and go see, what's it called? Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, I think it's called. Has my favorite modern actor and actress, Sandra Bullock and Tom Hanks, in the same movie. I think it's their first movie together, so I'm really excited to see that. And the trailer looks really good. Like, I think it's right up my alley, so I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, so here's that goofy stuff I promised you, and thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, Robbie Webster here, and today I'm doing a DVD and Blu-ray update. See my movies? Do you guys like to look at movies? I do.